Everybody, Chaplain Ray here. I'm going to talk to you today about a few things before it gets to any cooler and we're unable to do some of the things we can do outside right now. And you're probably saying, wow, cooler, I would invite cooler. And you're right, I would too. But I'm going to talk to you about some things that probably will be going away with the warm weather. And this talk is called, It Depends on Whose Hands It's In. Okay? So I've got a number of things here I'm going to show to you. This basketball in my hands, if I was to go out and buy it and play basketball with it, might be around 12, 15 bucks at the most. But you put this ball in the hands of LeBron James or Michael Jordan, and you're talking millions of dollars of worth. It depends on whose hands it's in. I've got another item here, got a football, and if you put this football in my hands, even though I played football in high school and college, it might be worth around $15 or so. But you put this ball in the hands of Tom Brady or our beloved Peyton Manning here in Indianapolis, then again, you are talking about multiple millions of dollars worth. It just depends on whose hands it's in, right? Got another item here that's probably familiar to you. This is a baseball bat. If you put this baseball bat in my hands, even though, like I said, I played this sport, it's probably worth about 50, 60 bucks at the most. But you put this bat in the hands of Mike Trout or Willie Mays or Mickey Mantle, for some of you older folks out there, you're talking about a Hall of Fame career, lots more money than what it's worth in my hands. Again, it depends on whose hands it's in. A couple more illustrations for you here. A golf club, even though I love to play golf, I'm not real good at it, so this golf club would still cost me probably around 90 bucks or so. But you put this golf club in the hand of Jack Nicklaus or Tiger Woods, and you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So again, it depends on whose hands it's in. Here's a stick, walking stick that somebody gave me a long time ago, a dear friend. And when I think about this stick, I think about, I could go hiking with this stick. In a few years down the road, it might help me stay more upright. It's a staff, it's a stick, but you put this stick in the hand of Moses in the Bible, and he parts the Red Sea. He does miracles with it. He frees a whole nation of Israel out of Egypt. It's just a stick, but it depends on whose hands it's in. Last couple of things is a piece of bread here. If I had a few pieces of bread and a few pieces of fish and I ate, I probably have a little left over for me, but you put this bread and some fish in the hands of Jesus and he can feed thousands. Again, it depends on whose hands it's in. And lastly, if I had some nails in my hand, I might be able to build you a birdhouse if I'm lucky. I'm not real handy with my hands, but maybe I could do that. Maybe I could nail one piece of wood to the other. But you put some nails in the hands of the Savior, Jesus Christ, and he provides eternity for all who believe and follow in him and believe that he's their Savior. So again, it all depends on whose hands it's in. I'd like to close today's story and illustration by reading from the book of 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 5 through 7. It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's almighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time." Listen to this part. "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." Who are your cares and worries and anxieties in the hands of right now? Whose heart are they in? Whose mind are they in? They're yours. They're ours, right? If we cast them onto the Father in prayer, he can do significantly more with those things than we can if we just keep them to ourselves. Again, even our worries and our anxieties and our cares, it depends on whose hands they're in. I hope today you'll start making a regular habit of turning your worries and fears and anxieties over to the Father because he cares for you.